like a little bitty spot. I ain't coming down, no, never, I'm not. I'm a mountain top, I'm a mountain top.
Hey everyone, welcome to Voices from the First Frontier, where we are kicking off springtime here in the region. Even though it's still a little cold, we know spring is here and it's only going to get better. Last year on Voices, we had an opportunity to talk with Laura Ray, who introduced us to her major housing project in downtown Altoona, which was the renovation of the Elizabeth Apartments. And those units are expected to come online here very, very soon, so we're keeping an eye out for that. But several years ago, however, this next generation local housing developer blazed the way for what we're now seeing as the start of really a transformation, a renaissance in our housing market. And Randy Green, welcome to Voices from the First Frontier.
Hey.
Really glad you're here.
Thanks for having me.
Let's go back to the beginning. Your first project was in downtown Altoona a few years ago, and it was a building called the Artificial Limb Building. Tell us about that building. Tell us how you got started and where you saw the opportunity.
I had a driving want to build apartments that you see on TV or you see in the movies or on the shows. So I set out to build that loft style apartment with the exposed brick and the exposed pipes, but still have a cool kitchen and a nice flow to the apartment.
At what point did you see the market demand yourself, where you said, look, I got to pull the trigger like now?
When I was in the planning stage of Brace and Limb, I had a lot of people tell me I was crazy and I would never be able to get the rents that I was going to be asking for. But I didn't really pay attention to them because I knew from a younger professional's perspective that is what we want. We want that cool apartment, and we don't want to be 10 minutes away from town. We want to be right in the center of everything.
And you're 100% occupied.
100% occupied, and people love it.
I came, I looked at the place, it was everything you're looking for, but you can't imagine you're gonna find it anywhere else but like in a movie set or something like that. But it still was perfect.
One lesson to be learned from my projects has been, if you build a great apartment and make it really nice, you're gonna grab a great renter, and those renters are out there right now in the marketplace.
Yeah, and it's changing. I mean, we can see it. We see it in the restaurants, and just sort of the dynamic and the vibe is really, upbeat. And so you were so encouraged over the Artificial Limb Building, you said, look, I'm not stopping there. We're going to go find another building.
Standard Supply was the perfect footprint because it was a standalone brick building, but it was only one story, probably 30 by 60. It was perfect footprint for the loft space that I wanted to create and put there.
Yeah, and it's absolutely true loft space. And again, it adds to our attractiveness as a region. It really helps young professionals sort of find their way in and root into the urban core. And again, it's just an unbelievably great project. So then you left that and you said, okay, I've done some adaptive reuse projects, one multi-story, one single story, and now we're standing in a new build. You said, look, now I'm going to build my own house. It's going to be of something unique in the market. And again, we know each other, and I know your brain is very creative, and you're like, this is going to be something that's going to stand out. And here we are. The building is now coming together. It's Frank Lloyd Wright inspired. It's got some amazing views. Tell us how'd you make the switch from adaptive reuse to a new build?
So I always looked at Brace and Limb as freshman year and Standard Supply as sophomore year, but I knew to graduate, you have to be able to build something from the ground up. And that has driven me all the way to get to the point where we are today with the project that we're doing up on Ridge Avenue. But also the style had to change as well. So what I set out to do with this place is have it modern on the outside with a Frank Lloyd Wright style with the flat roof, which you see in this section of town. But also, you have to live in the place. You got to be comfy and cozy in the place. You don't want to live in a museum. So I brought a lot of warm colors and a warm feel to the layout and the functionality of this place from the inside.
How would somebody who's looking to actually buy this house, where would they go?
So I have the property listed on Zillow right now. It's got my phone number on it, and I'm setting up walkthroughs every single day with this place. So all you got to do is call my cell phone number. We'll make sure we put it on the video, and just give me a call or send me a text, and we'll set up a walkthrough.
So what's next? What are you doing next?
What's next is me to relax a little bit.
Take a break?
Take a break.
We'll let you do that for a little bit.
It's been a long 4 years. I did brace and limb, standard supply. I've been working on this project for 1.5 years. I think I owe it to my family, my mother, my father, and my brother to really go back to Solar Shield and give them everything that I can do because they've supported me through these last 4 years in these projects. So I really want to just take a little bit of a break.
Well, we're only going to let you sit down for a little bit, so take a short rest. But there are other projects on the horizon. We want you to stay in the mix here in the housing market because you're doing great things. And thank you again for being here. As always, if you have a name, a voice you would like to recommend for Voices from the First Frontier, make sure you contact us. You can visit our Facebook page at First Frontier Blair County. You can go to our website at firstfrontierblaircounty.com. You can email us, contact Matt Fox from our team, and who does a great job of producing all of these things, and we can put the names into the mix here for future editions. So until then, Randy, thanks. And we have a tradition, as we always conclude Voices. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks. Until next time.